Hi, everybody. Welcome. Sorry for the delay. It's been full moon, and everybody knows that the full moon is it's just an intense time. But you just have to be smarter than the illusions, and to really kind of manage the world around you. So I'm here at the fire puja, at fire pit at the Shirdi Sai Temple, and we're just going to be starting in the next few minutes. We have a wonderful guest here. What's your name again?
Sherelle.
Sherelle's here, and I won't put her picture up due to privacy issues. But anyway, and she's new to the temple, and she asked a lot of really great questions. So what we'll do is we're just going to talk a little bit about the full moon. Sherelle asked a great question, which is why do we do these fire pujas on full moon and new moon, right?
Mhm.
So it's a combination of a few things that the full moon and the new moon are. Have you ever heard when the police talk about full moon, how everybody gets a little un, unhinged and crazy during full moons, especially?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it means that the vibrations are very, very, very high.
Okay.
Imagine the sun is actually on the other side of the earth, focusing on the moon, and then those vibrations are reflecting back to the earth.
Mm.
And so, what we're experiencing is the indirect vibrations of the sun
Okay.
through the moon. And the moon has been around since the beginning of time. The moon has tremendous power and influence vibrationally. Everything on the spiritual path is about vibrations. You can have negative vibrations and you can have positive vibrations. The vibrations of the moon are high positive vibrations, which uh, we can use to our advantage, or we can get really negatively infected by that because we don't have the right stability in our mind and our emotions and our subtle body. So for these fire pujas, we leverage the power of the moon and those vibrations, the power of the fire pit and the fire's vibrations, the power of the mantras. Mantras are sacred sounds that are um, gets you into an altered state of awareness and consciousness.
Okay.
And it's through those vibrations that we begin to access. I mean, what's the whole point about spirituality? It's about accessing the higher vibrations of what's available around us and within us.
Mm.
We experience our daily activities as a mundane, right? We get up, take a shower, we have breakfast, we get ourselves ready, we figure out what our schedule is going to be for the day, and then we go and execute, right? But where is the bliss? Where is the higher vibrations? Where is the reflection in our day of who we are, or our higher divine self? So, spirituality is about shifting consciousness from the mundane to the supernatural.
Mhm.
Because if we were in our supernatural state, we'd be able to be uh, naturally intuitive, naturally empathetic, naturally psychic, naturally have abilities beyond what our mundane life is all about. So at these fire pujas, we capture the vibrations and pull those vibrations into the fire pujas.
Mhm.
We do mantras, we focus on the fire, we are influenced by the moon and our intention. And it's all designed to increase our personal vibrations within. How's that for an explanation? Okay, what was the second question? Why did I go to India?
Correct.
Right.
But you partially answered that.
Partially answered it. So I went to India for 14 years from 1998 to 2012. And I learned all these because I was intrigued to find out more about my potential because I was not happy. I was depressed. I lost interest in the everyday rat race of working, making money, making myself to be a big wig, uh, important guy, because then I would get the attention, and then my life would be happy. That's how I judged myself, by my bank account and by capturing those uh, objects in life, which I thought would bring me happiness. Isn't that what we do? That's what we're programmed to do.
Correct. Agreed.
That real happiness is outside of us. So we're like a mouse on a wheel chasing after something, and it doesn't have any. There's no real satisfaction in that. We're just like a hamster on a hamster wheel, and um, the media tries to divert us and our attention and our energy outwardly rather than inwardly, because if we were meditating and focusing our attention within, we take stock of our consciousness, we take stock of our feelings, our emotions, our state of mind, what our priorities are, what's important in life. Does getting that car give you everlasting happiness? Does it go to the source of that happiness? Or is it just temporary? And then after a while, it just becomes normal, right? Just like our relationships. We get into a relationship, it feels great, it's exhilarating, it's exciting, it's thrilling, it brings our emotions, all these things. But then what happens after a while? It kind of plateaus. Okay, so we need to rethink another way to make a spice happen in our lives. It's all about the highs in life and avoiding the lows, right? But the question is, what?
I said they can't exist as mutually exclusive, no?
Well, it's part of life. You can't have the ups without the downs.
Right.
So the point of it is that what meditation is designed to do is to take you to the source of your happiness, which is not external, it's internal. So the fire puja really is about re-energizing your soul capacity, and at the same time to release the illusions that have got you captured. Depression, unworthiness, lack of compassion, lack of love, jealousy, envy, anger. The list goes on. But we're constantly being manipulated by media to engage, because whatever you focus on, your energy goes. So if you focus on today's topic of politics, it's all designed to engage you in a way to take your focus away from within and to focus on the outer drama. It's just a drama. So that's why we do the fire pujas on full moon and new moon. And part of the spiritual work is about changing your vibrations, your inner vibrations. If you're constantly angry, if you're constantly depressed, if you're constantly sad, if you're constantly feeling a sense of lack in your inner world, it'll just project out into your outer world. And then we try to mask that by creating stuff in our lives, a new movie, a new girlfriend, a new boyfriend, a job task, all this stuff, in order to divert from the inner state of being which we're ignoring. Why not release, let go of your depression? Why not release your anger? Why not release your sadness, depression, loneliness, and find out what's underneath it? Most people don't meditate because they're afraid of what they'll find in their lives, and that they'll find out that they're the person which they feared the most, this horrible human being inside. But it's not like that. So how does that for answer to your question? Okay, good. So we'll start the fire puja, and we'll do a 15-20 minute fire ceremony. And all you want to do is to really focus on the fire and the flames, and to really kind of release out the stress that you might be having from the weeks or the months that from your daily life, and then just spend time focusing on what you want out of the fire, and then that way the fire can really help you to uplift you in your life. So that's why we do it. It's to help release and uplift, and to help people to kind of get a peace of mind. All a peace of mind is letting go of the chatter. Because if you let go of the chatter, what you'll do is you'll get in touch with the silence. And in the silence is a huge bliss. There's a huge sense of peace inside. But you have to practice over time. It doesn't happen. There's no magic silver bullet. There's no silver bullets. I'm telling you all out there. For all those people that think that there's a shortcut to spirituality, it doesn't exist. So we'll begin with a offering to the fire, to start the fire, and then we'll start doing mantras, and I'll explain at every step of the way what's involved. Okay? Great. All right, let's begin. Let's see. I am going to, let's see, what I'm going to do. I'm going to just turn this around. It's just so much easier. All right, let's just kind of camera. Oh. Great. All right, so I know that. Settings, video, and
Thank you for sharing your reason of why you went to India. I think that's very inspiring, because that's where I'm at when
you're not the only one. Those issues, people, people knows, and so if you're not truthful with yourself, or make any, you first got to be truthful with yourself in life, and don't have any excuses about it, because that's where you're at. And if I would have continued with my trajectory, where I would have wound up. Because I was not in a good It's not like you need alone. Okay. Shoes off. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tarve Namaha. Om Suklam Bharadaram Vishnum Sajur Bhujam Prasanavadanam Jai Sarva Vigno Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Yadimahi Diyo Yo Naha Prachodaya. So it seems that when in pain is the time that there's the greatest need for spiritual upliftment and transformation. Because you begin to start to recognize life is not what I got all the things, but I'm not happy. You have to look within. Because when you look within, then you well, where is the happiness? If it's not accumulating in the relationship, where is it? That's spirituality. And sometimes you just have to access the higher states of consciousness. How do you burn karmas? How do you release the poison in your life? You cannot create, destroying the illusions, destroying activity, destroying that which is false. So that's why we do the fire ceremony, space, so that higher consciousness reveal itself. Boy, do we have a real. So we start off doing 41 of the Guru Mantra. Mantra is really a function of accessing souls and the angels in creation. Why? It's very, you have to do the effort, but that's why people search out uh, saints, teachers, because they're help you to learn and to get the right. Does that make sense? So that's why I went to India, because I met the saint Sri Kalshwar. He knew. I saw he knew something in reality. No, and so he taught me. He showed me. He says there's a divine light in you. just have to what that is. Well, I didn't know what that meant. Then he kind of taught me. Spending 14 years in India, and hopefully in February I'll be able to go back to India again, because it's a great place to decharge or release or to let go of your beliefs that have kept you stuck. But that's how we learn. But we have to recognize, well, this is not what I thought happiness was about. Rest. Okay. What I thought the source of happiness came from was wrong. Where's the real source of happiness coming from? Then the starts to unfold. You start to ask the right questions. It will help you to discover the right answers. All right, so we're not going to let a good fire go to waste here. All right, so I'll do the mantras today. You don't have to worry about anything. You can enjoy the vibrations. So I'm going to do 41 Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. It's asking the divine masters to participate with us in the ceremony to help us to in our consciousness, which is really what we're asking for. Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat, Tasmai Sri Guru Namaha, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam, Tasmai Sri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Sakshat Parabrahmam, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Varaha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Brahma, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwaraha Brahma Tasmai Shri Guru Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Deva Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Tasmai Shri Guru Guru Brahma Guru Deva Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Mam Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Sakshat Parabrahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Guruve Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Swaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Shri Guruve Namaha Guru Vishnu Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Swaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Guruve Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Shwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Shri Guruve Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwara Parabara Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parameswari Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When you look into the fire, notice whatever negative emotions, feelings, the power of the fire pulls it set. All of a sudden, your thoughts are calmed down. There's a mechanism. I've been doing this for. It is the fastest way to release anxiety, negativity. You know, in Los Angeles, it's a very highly charged, negative place. There's positivity there. But without your notice on the streets, driving in the freeway, walking down the aisles in the market, just you don't know what it is, but it's you just get into a mindset. When you go into the nature, when you go into the nature pull out those negativities. So when you go on your bike, what's happening without your notice is that out those negative vibrations. So when you go on a hike, you path, a lot of trees, a lot of automatically it pulls out. Similarly, when you go into the ocean or when you go into a lake, river, the water element is also very powerful to remove all that illusions. The reason why I say because this is what I learned in the power of the elements. They're there automatically. Learn how to really leverage those elements to make your life happy. And you can learn how to empower yourself with certain. That's what I learned in India. So every 2 weeks, as it releases out the negative vibrations from the month. That's why when people come to this center, there's also a lot of very special objects that are here. That negativity, so that the positivity in us can rise. That is part of the secret to the spiritual path. If you show you how to do that and how to manage it and how to work in a powerful way, life becomes easier. Vitality, you regain your strength, you regain your peace of mind, your personal soul vibrations. Do you have any questions? Okay.
You have a comment. I admire because I view it as the
doing it both simultaneously.
The elements are in the details, finding a way.
Access. That's what we do in our classes. We teach you how to receive the power from the outer elements and also elements. Both. All these saints were able to perform miracles because they had commanding relationship with the elements, the power of the elements. Plus, they had a relationship with Mother Divine, divine feminine aspect of creation. And also, there's always both of those energies in creation. That is the secret of spirituality. Really is dedicated towards the mother element. So for 5 minutes, we'll do the Gayatri mantra. Okay. So you can just listen to it and absorb the vibrations. What we're doing is that power in nature is the mother's energy. The potential energy of those elements is the father energy. The man. That is the secret to connecting. The spiritual life is just about relationships. That is the key. Om Bhur Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhur Tatsavitur Varenyam Om Poojas. Om Poojas. Savyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah. Om Bhurvah Svah Piturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Prachodayat. Om Bhurvah Svah Piturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Mahyo Naha Prachodaya. Om Bhuvasuvavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Naha Prachodaya. Om Bhuvasuvavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Naha Prachodaya. Om Bhuvasuvavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Naha Prachodaya. Om Bhuvasuvavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodaya. Om Bhuvasuvavitur Varenyam Bhargo Mahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodaya. Bhuvasuvavitur Varenyam Bhargo Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodaya. You can see how the mantra, as you chant it, makes you really go into a trance. You really kind of like, you can feel the energy, vibration, the fire, the moon. It makes you go into in that altered state of consciousness. The angels speak to you, the divine souls speak to you, mind speaks to you, speaks to your higher soul. And then we feel this sense of connected, that there is a purpose greater than us. There's a force that we can't perceive. It's about taking the normal and making it supernormal, high vibrations, divine vibration. In spirituality, it's composed of two things: love and power. That's it. Without love, nothing can be created. Without power, you cannot have personal alchemy. You cannot understand the higher states of awareness. I hope it was recording. Yay. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this wonderful full moon fire puja. Hope you have a beautiful day and evening. Just allow yourself to go into that place of peace. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care.